Hello everyone. This is our pre-Thanksgiving special. I just finished before the break doing the rundown of the history of what Thanksgiving is, presidents that signed proclamations, the Mayflower Compact. So what does this mean to America now? What are we supposed to do now? If you do a search on Google for Thanksgiving, the first thing that pops up is Thanksgiving 2010, Thanksgiving recipes, Thanksgiving quotes, and Thanksgiving games. They even have sites for like fresh ideas for Thanksgiving. What is the date of Thanksgiving? When is Thanksgiving? And number 4 on the list, Black Friday 2010. If the Pilgrims had Google back then, number 1 would have been how to take care of your family, where the local churches are at. You know, if you need help with food and shelter, here's where you can go. And we're going to have a big event down here that's free and you can come. That's not in the top Google sources right now, and I'm looking at it as we speak. No, there's not a problem with Black Friday and saving money. I understand that. But if you're going to save money and buy yourself something, what are you going to do with this extra money? What are you going to do with this extra stuff that you're buying? When I moved into this new apartment, we got rid of movies, we got rid of games, and we're working on getting rid of our clothes. We got rid of old furniture and things that we didn't need. When I was homeless, the various different times that I have moved, I have lost all my, I don't have any of my home belongings. The only thing from my home that I have is my high school diploma, my birth certificate, and a guitar. For my original home from 1980, and the other home in 82, and the other home in 84, and the other home in 84. I only have 3 items. I'm 30 years old. How much stuff do you guys still have from when you were a little kid? I know you need to keep probably a few items, you know, your wards maybe and a few things, but what about all these extra clothes or extra toys and things you don't need? Now, one of my friends suggested on Thanksgiving is this simple tool. What you do is you celebrate Thanksgiving, that's fine. You go buy the turkey, you go buy the ham and the stuffing. But instead of you and your family celebrate eating this wonderful, great meal that you get, why don't you give all of your meal to someone else? We at JMC Ministries are going to do that. We're going to help people. We're going to help people with food. And I'm not talking about just going to the day of Thanksgiving to the you know, you're going to help out people at a food. No, you actually find people. And this is what we've done every season. We found people that need clothes. The spit and mitten thing. We have given people directly, hands on, here's some clothes to keep you warm. Here's a hat and a scarf, keep you warm. In the summer, we gave away AC units. It's hot. You need an AC unit, a fan. Take it. No, you don't have to pay for it. No, you don't need a non-profit. Just take it. We don't need any from you. It don't need to be announced that you got it. Just take it. Don't say who we are. I challenge somebody out there today that's listening to go help someone for Thanksgiving with a meal. There's some people that they don't want a meal. They want the rent covered. They want their electric bill on. Some electric bills are $100 to $250. The average Thanksgiving meal is anywhere from $20 to $250, depending on the size of your family. Now, if you have a family of 5, you could very easily get a $50 to $100 Thanksgiving meal. Now, if you were like me, we shop every 2 or 3 weeks to buy our groceries, and it's anywhere from $50 to $150 for a whole month. If you have a whole month's worth of food, and you've saved for Thanksgiving, why not take that money and put it in the hands of people who don't have it? Now, there's a difference, and I understand. There are people out there who like to play with the system. They like to play around, and they just take things, they don't give things back. I know it's tough. I know it's hard to understand. It's not what you want to do. And I'm not saying to do that. There's some of you who are having family that you haven't seen come from overseas, stuff like that. And yeah, you're going to want to have your Thanksgiving. So why don't you, as a family, has anyone as a whole family given their time and their energy and their prayer and put all of their family together to go help one other family? If you don't do it Thanksgiving, I challenge you to do it before the end of the year on something. Now here in Ohio, I don't know many families that listen to this show that are very financially, fiscally endowed. Meaning they don't have a lot of money. Some of them are canning foods. Some of them are going to the Save-A-Lot and the Aldi's. I go to Aldi's. I'm not rich. And we try and find a way to save money.
We still shop there.
Exactly. Because, you have to take the steps that you need to do to take care of your family.
The thing that I just remembered was the other night when we were at Walmart and we went and got those few items, and they had those packages of Jell-O chocolate pudding sitting there, and I said, "What are those for?" And the cashier said, "Oh, if you want to donate a box, you can donate to a box to help feed people." And I said, there was 4 boxes of Jell-O chocolate pudding, and I said, "Oh, put all 4 of them on our bill." And you know what? And what did she say to me? She said, "You guys are the most generous people that I've seen my entire shift." And I thought, that made me angry. 4 little boxes of pudding. That's
$4.
all she...
$4.
No, it probably wasn't even that. Because
they were $4 or something like that. EP Pal said this. Thanksgiving.
Those 4 boxes of pudding. I mean, those were big boxes too. So that would feed. I mean, you could make probably almost 2 chocolate pudding pies out of that. And that would feed quite a bit of people. And for her, that just almost grounded me when she said we were the most generous.
And I'll give you a quote, which I was trying to do a second ago.
I'm sorry.
EP Powell said this: "Thanksgiving Day is a jewel to set in the hearts of honest men, but be careful that you do not take the day and leave out the gratitude." There is no gratitude in Thanksgiving anymore. Arthur Guterman, the first Thanksgiving, says, "So once in every year we throng upon a day apart to praise the Lord with feast and song and thankfulness of heart." Now I understand a lot of people, because of the situations, there are people that are old, there are people that are dying, there are people that are sick. They now say 1 in 5 Americans have mental illness. Over 30% of ages 18 to 25 have mental illness, and 17% over the age of 50. So 31 years of age to 49 years of age, everyone seems to be the best. But what can you do to be thankful in the adverse situations that we are? Because things are going to get worse for some people, and things will get better for others.
My thought is...
But at what price will these people that are getting better going to take? And what price are the people in the bad going to take? Because when you're following Christ, you should be able to learn to be content in all things. Being content in all things does not mean you're going to be rich. It does not mean you're going to have everything you want. To live in a depression or a recession or the Great Depression or whatever you want to call this, someone is going to have to make a physical sacrifice of things. If you have a decent job and you're paying for 2 cars and your wife is not working, get rid of the car.
Yeah.
If you have an electric bill that's $300, figure out what you can unplug from the wall. We just moved here to this new apartment, and we have a 32-day electric bill from AEP, Ohio. It is $99 in a 2-bedroom, 1,000 square feet apartment. I'm being very transparent with you people here, because I want Americans in the world to understand that you do not have to do everything. What do? Well, we unplug the things. We don't have our freezer plugged in. We don't have the TVs and stuff plugged in. We have 2 phones plugged in, a dishwasher plugged in. I think there's something else plugged in, and yeah, that's about it. And we turn off lights we don't use. Upstairs, the lights are off.
And we also have electric heat.
And we have electric heat. You don't have to have it high. What you do is you can wear a sweatshirt.
Well, we keep ours at about 72, but we're still saving money compared to when we heated with propane at our other home. But when we hear of people having $200 electric bills and $150, I'm like, start unplugging your stuff, because they're like, people are complaining. I can't believe my electric bill is high. Unplug your stuff that you're not using.
People do not understand that things are not the most important thing. When you read the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, you learn that you have to get rid of stuff. Even Dave Ramsey talks about this. One of the big Christian financial guys. He's like, if you got $20,000 in debt, stop getting more credit cards.
Yeah.
2, go and get a debt Christian consolidator and get this stuff taken care of. There are some things you cannot avoid. Yeah, I've used a credit card. I'm using a credit card right now. But do you have the money to pay it off within a year or so? I mean, there's some things
we do.
like buying a house and buying a car. You're not going to pay that off in a year. But and if you have a job and you lose it, I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
I understand a lot of people are not going to have everything that they're going to want and everything that's going to work. You just have to be
if you
smart.
have to just unplug your TV when it's not in use. I mean, it may be a little inconvenient to have to constantly unplug and plug things in, but like Jeremy said, if you do it 100 times, it becomes a habit, and you don't even think about it anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't even. I mean, when we go to bed at night, my first initial reaction is go unplug the lights and the TV. That is my first initial reaction when we say let's go to bed. Is to start unplugging things and prepare the house for the night. That's what we do.
I mean, most people do not understand this concept, and it's tough to change.
Yeah.
Change.
It took me a while to change.
Let's go with Obama. Hope and change.
No, I don't want to talk about this.
Okay, I'm going to go with this. If you're going to have hope and you're going to have change, that means not only does Congress and the government have to change, it means the American people have to change. We will be right back after these short messages.